got it. I finally cracked the code. I knew it. I knew they were cheaters. I knew it all along. Okay? When everybody was telling me that the Clippers are the new team in LA and people like the way they do business. Oh, people like to go there. Look at all the good players there. Oh, Steve Ballmer got this $1 trillion arena. Oh, 1,000 bathrooms. Oh, all of these good things, right? I knew they were cheaters because they're the Clippers. And nobody cares about the Clippers. You have to give them something for people to go there, right? It's like that poor kid that had no friends and had a rich family. And he said, I'm going to pay this girl so I can take her to the prom. Or so I can have that look of being popular and people love me, right? Nobody cares about this poor child. He has no personality, no friends, but he's rich. So this poor girl's going to take his money and be his trophy girlfriend for the day, right? That's all the Clippers are, is that they throw money at you in desperation just so they can be able to get you in their midst and say, hey, we're important. Kawhi Leonard, right? So the summer, I can't remember what summer that was. It was 2018, 2019. That summer, Kawhi Leonard was the talk of the town. He just won the championship with the Toronto Raptors, and he's the most sought-after free agent in free agency at that point, right? Clippers were in on him. Lakers were in on him. Raptors were in on him. Some other teams were in on him, but the Clippers and Lakers were the teams that were literally going after Kawhi Leonard's services. And Kawhi had threatened the Clippers and said, hey, listen, if you don't give me what I want, I'm going there. So clearly they didn't want that to happen. Well, fast forward now, Kawhi Leonard becomes a Clipper. They have no success. They never got to the NBA Finals with him because he ended up hurting himself. And they have not been, they've been pretty good, but they haven't been what people expected them to be. Especially me, because death taxes, Clippers are always going to be the Clippers, right? Well, there's some new information that came out, and the NBA is currently investigating the Clippers because they possibly allegedly circumvented the cap to pay Kawhi Leonard an additional $28 million for the first 4 years of his deal. So that's $7 million a year from this company. I can't remember what type of company it was. It's called Aspirations. That is, a Steve Ballmer thing, and they have all of the information because the company has now gone bankrupt. So because of that now, all of the documents are being in the forefront. And just play a little clip here because I want this to be heard. I'm sure obviously it's big news right now, but this is crazy stuff.
Did not find that Ballmer got Kawhi by sweetening their offer. Mm-hmm. But also that in March 2025, this celebrity-endorsed, multi-billion-dollar, allegedly fraudulent tree brokerage named Aspiration, which promises to clear your conscience and your emissions, they filed for bankruptcy. And this is where the clue is. What David's looking at with his glasses on is a bankruptcy filing, and there's a list of creditors. The entities to which Aspiration and all of their alleged fraudulence still owes the most money. And what I noticed is what David is noticing right now, which is that on that list of creditors, up near the top, above the Boston Red Sox, is an LLC, a tiny little company that Aspiration owes $7 million. And that LLC's name, David, is what?
KL2 Aspire LLC.
And what does it list there under manager?
So if I'm not a smart person and I love basketball and I watch the Clippers, I know that there's one guy on the Clippers that has those letters in his name. KL. Kawhi Leonard. What is his number? Silent Assassin. It's 2, isn't it? Oh, goodness. Gets better.
Our member name.
Kawhi Leonard.
Whose NBA jersey number, just to connect all of the dots here, happens to be what?
Number 2.
So then the question is, the Aspire part of KL2 Aspire LLC, right? Because, okay, he's getting all his money, millions of dollars. What I started doing was scour the internet for any mentions.
Kawhi Leonard. So what Pablo Torre is about to say is that he's never endorsed, not one time, Aspirations or Aspire or whatever it is. Not once. So he got paid $28 million for a no-show contract. So it's literally just $28 million just willy-nilly. Insane. So what are you giving somebody $28 million just because for? Wouldn't you just even try to make it look like it's on the up and up? Let him do one sponsorship. Let him do a couple, like once a month or once every 3. Keep it going to the point where you're getting your money's worth out of this thing. But to give him a no-show, and then let me see if I can be able to fast forward this.
Aspiration. Any appearances? Person who worked in the finance.
$1 million organic marketing sponsorship. Oh, these are the major.
One very important person who worked in the finance department of Aspiration to go on tape.
And I didn't so much as discover it as I was told about it.
What was your reaction? What were you told?
My reaction was, what the fuck? And I was told, like, oh, these are the major contracts and the major players you really need to be aware of. And we went through a litany of, really, really top tier name contracts. And then, oh, by the way, we also have a marketing deal with Kawhi Leonard, a $28 million organic marketing sponsorship deal with Kawhi. And that if I had any questions about it, essentially don't, because it was to circumvent the salary cap, LOL.
Yeah, so it's basically don't ask. The $28 million, don't even ask. Don't pick up the file. If you say Kawhi Leonard's name, I'm firing you. That's basically all it is. So my thing is this. Clippers said that they're going to be fully transparent and cooperate with the NBA's investigation. But if this is true, because let's just go ahead and play out the scenario. If this is true, if they did try to circumvent the cap and give Kawhi Leonard an additional $28 million to sweeten the pot to allow him to sign with the Clippers over the Lakers, this is going to have major ramifications, because this now opens up Pandora's box. Who knows what other owners are doing this? Who knows what other teams, what other shell companies are being opened to be able to push money into that, to have these guys get some extra bread on the side? What sports are involved? Is it just basketball? Do we now need to investigate football? Do we now need to investigate Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft and all of these big power brokers that are in the NFL as well? How deep does the rot go? And if there is something here, like I said, if we're talking about a scenario, if they actually did do this, if they did do this nefariously, you have to lay the hammer down on the Clippers. Not money. It has nothing to do with money. Steve Ballmer is worth $150 billion. Finding him is a drop in the bucket to him. He does not care. You have to hit the Clippers where it hurts. And how the only way that you can be able to do that is strip away their draft picks for the next 6 years. No draft picks at all. So you're not going to have any other option outside of free agency and trades to be able to build your team. No draft picks. You cannot trade for draft picks, and you are not going to obtain any draft picks naturally. They're done. That's how you send a message to the rest of the league and say, if anybody else is doing this, this is going to tell you that if you do it, this is what's going to happen. That's the first offense. Second offense, you only going to get 2. Second offense, then we're going to take them away for a decade. It's the only way. It's the only way you're going to learn. Draft picks are how teams build their teams. Obviously, there's a lot of teams out there that you know they build through free agency and trades and all that stuff. But if you do not have the ability in this day and age, in this environment in regards to the CBA, where you have to build out your rosters with cheap talent, and you can't draft, you're going to be in big trouble. So that's the scenario. If they did do this, this is bad news for not only the Clippers, but bad news for a lot of other teams in the NBA, or bad news for just sports in general, to see how deep the rot actually goes. So the one other part about this that's you know, a thing is that I hope that it does happen. As a Laker fan, I can't stand the Clippers. I'm telling you. So anything that can possibly happen to the Clippers that are bad, sign me up for it. Sign me all the way up for it. I love it. I do. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, well, you know, best, I'm just hoping for good things. No. No good things. No good things. If you cheated, you gots to go. You gots to get punished. And take away the draft picks, take away whatever the hell you got to take away, and let the Clippers suffer in that new doldrum of an arena they got there. Nobody's going to go there. There's no Clipper fans anyway. There's like 5 of them. So go ahead and go punish them as much as you can. I think they're guilty. I do. I think they're guilty. You know what I mean? Just like you show the Epstein files, show the files for the Clippers. Get all the books. We want all of them. All of it. Because I believe they cheated. Because there's no other way that somebody would want to be a Clipper if you're not giving them extra money. Seriously. What other reason would I want to come here? Well, I'm going to the Lakers. I'll go to the Warriors. I'll even go to the damn Kings. What am I being a Clipper for? What is a Clipper? What is it?
It's like the Angels and the Dodgers.
Yes.
Like, no one wants to go there, yeah.
I want to go to California. I'm going to go to the Angels? For what? Have you looked at that stadium? It's garbage.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell that rock thing is in the center field, garbage. And I don't know what type of drugs or what type of brainwashing they have put on Mike Trout to convince him to stay. Like, what type of merit does it have for you to say, yo, I played my entire career with the Angels? Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, you signed up to get beat. You signed up to get abused. This is like, what's it called? Where you sympathize with your kidnappers? Was it
Stockholm Syndrome?
Stockholm Syndrome. The man has had Stockholm Syndrome since he's 19 years old.
Yeah.
Get out. It's not a badge of honor to retire an Angel. It isn't. Unbelievable. The same thing with the Clippers. Whoever's there, just leave. Get out while you still can. Get the stink away from you. Because the Clippers are dirty, and they always been.